What's up, people? I am one of your hosts, Phoenix.
And I am your other host, Titan.
And welcome to NTAT. Today, we're going to take a look at Outriders for 2023. Outriders is up to a 3-player co-op RPG shooter set in original dark and desperate sci-fi universe. Developed by People Can Fly, released April 1st, 2021. Now, although I've played Outriders, Titan is new to the game, so we thought we'd take a look at it from a newbie's perspective and see if the game was worth playing in 2023. Alright Titan, so let's go down my list of interview questions. Which class did you choose, and what's some of your pros and cons?
So I chose the Pyromancer, and the biggest pro for me is the fire. You already know that I'm a pyromaniac, so I mean just having this is really fun. But at the time of recording this, I still have one skill that I haven't unlocked. But for the most part, I've used the same 3 abilities for most of the gameplay, and I'm probably not going to change it either. Heatwave is by far one of the funnest abilities that I have. Nothing is more satisfying than burning a whole bunch of enemies at the start of a wave. I mean, it is extremely fun and exciting, and it's a great ability. Ash Blast, on the other hand, while it is a really needed ability, it's not really fun. But it is great to immobilize enemies, and this is very helpful because the AI in this game is ridiculous, and their aiming is so precise that this gives you a very split second to freeze them and then get to cover. Now, I mean, it doesn't always work out that way, but for the most part, it is what I use it for. And my last ability is the Volcanic Bullets. When paired with an LMG or any weapon that has a large magazine, this is phenomenal. This can put a significant dent in really any boss's health. It's also really good at marking enemies when you're in cover. This is a good way to start off a battle so you know where the majority of your enemies are going to be. I'd have to say the biggest con for this character is the healing. When overwhelmed by the AI's perfect aim, the character becomes really useless, especially in long-range combat. The abilities of this character really aren't meant for distance, so it's super easy to get overwhelmed, get to your last hit point of health, and there's no way to heal, and then death becomes inevitable at that point. But overall, I really enjoy this character. It's fun, it's exciting, but the damage really just isn't there for distance.
Okay, I got you. Alright, so here's my second one. How do you feel about the moment-to-moment gameplay?
Moment-to-moment, I feel like this game is extremely fun, but it's majorly unbalanced. The AI's perfect aim, to the point, every shot, is just ridiculous. This, paired with the really ridiculous healing mechanic of the Pyromancer, it really takes away from the game. The tiers can be changed to make the game a little bit easier, but overall the main problem comes down to the Pyromancer, and it's really easy to get stuck in situations where you can't heal at all or use your ability, and the second that you move while behind cover, they shoot you and you're dead. Some areas have no issues whatsoever, and it's really easy, but then there's other larger, long-range maps that just become so challenging that there's really no strategy that can help, and it just becomes daunting and unfun.
I got you there. Okay, so for my next one, this game is a looter shooter, or in the looter shooter genre. How do you feel it stack up to other looter shooters like maybe Destiny or The Division?
While this game is unique and extremely fun, compared to other similar titles, I would put this about average. It doesn't stand out from the crowd with anything truly special, but it is very exciting to play this with friends. But it's not a game that I could see myself enjoying truly by myself. But really, in this genre, you're not really supposed to play these by yourself anyway. So for what it is, if you have friends to play with, this is truly a fun game.
Okay, with that said, how do you feel about the gunplay?
I actually really enjoy the level of customizations you can add to each weapon and the different weapon types that are in the game. But the LMG paired with the volcanic rounds with the mods that allow you to use the ability multiple times before the cooldown is extremely useful. I love that. But as fun as the ability is, I find myself using a 150 round magazine and still not taking out even the lower tier enemies. This gets really daunting. And while I'm not fully spec'd into weapon damage specifically, with the mods that increase damage and the 10% skill buff, the overall damage output is really weak and limited.
What do you feel is the most unique aspect of the game, and what is the biggest misstep in your opinion?
I haven't had the chance to test out any of the abilities of the other characters, so with no experience with them myself, I feel like the abilities are really unique and cool. I enjoy the Pyromancer and I love his abilities, and seeing the abilities of the other characters in use is really fun too. So each character is vastly different what they can do, and so each playthrough would be really different, and I think that's really cool. The biggest misstep is the extremely aggressive and unrealistic AI. I honestly get so frustrated to the point that I just want to rage quit, and it really makes for an unenjoyable playthrough.
Alright, Titan, so I got one more question for you. If the developers People Can Fly get another shot at a sequel, what do you feel is going to be their, or should be, their biggest focal point?
So really the only complaint that I've had throughout this is the AI. If they have the chance to make a sequel, I really hope they fix that. I mean, it is unfun at times. And also a small complaint is I really don't like the cutscenes. They are ridiculously long and boring. The characters are really fun and I enjoy hearing some of the interactions, but at some point it's just a little too much. But other than these, the game is completely fun and great. So if they work on a sequel, I really hope they fix the AI issues, and maybe make the cutscenes a little bit more fun. With those issues fixed, the game would be outstanding. But if they didn't work on the AI in the sequel, it would be a game that I wouldn't go out of my way for. So overall, in 2023, this game is really fun, but it's still $40 on Steam. To me, it's not worth that price at all. But if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can play it on there for free, or if the game ever goes on sale for a few bucks on Steam, then it's definitely worth playing. Alright folks, that wraps up our video for today, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget every Friday morning, we'll be there, you be there.